All right, so what is the spark plug's main job? Well, the modern day spark plug actually has two main jobs. First and foremost is the obvious one. It needs to ignite the fuel inside the motor. And then once it has done that, it actually does have a secondary job. And the secondary job of the spark plug would be to help disperse heat back into the head so the combustion chamber doesn't get too hot. The core of the spark plug is referred to as the electrode, and the electrode is actually going to be wrapped inside of a ceramic shielding. Basically, the more ceramic shielding, the less heat that the plug is going to need to transfer. And on the flip side of that, if it has less ceramic shielding, the more it's going to transfer. This is what you'd refer to as a hotter plug. If you've ever heard the words heat range brought up, this is what they're talking about. All right, so speaking of heat range, each plug is chosen by the manufacturer for a specific application. And this is done because the spark plug needs to be able to self-clean itself of carbon that builds up on the outside of it. If the spark plug doesn't get hot enough, it will just foul and fail. And once again, on the other side of that, if you pick a spark plug that gets too hot, you're going to start to experience spark knock. You don't want that. So Aiden, which spark plug should I actually use? By this question, I assume you mean what material. This is one that gets brought up often. I get asked this quite a bit. And it seems to me the only real difference in these spark plugs is the longevity of them, their life. Some last longer, some don't. Obviously, like a platinum plug is going to last longer than a copper one. I would hope an iridium lasts longer than a platinum. But there seems to be a varying school of thought on this. As well as I know there are often arguments about the largest plug gap per electrode material. Another one I get asked quite a bit is, what is blowout? Blowout is a problem that occurs in higher boost applications, mainly. Blowout really is just a misnomer for what is lack of spark. It's not overly dangerous to your car. It will significantly rob you of power and increase mechanical drag. It also will most likely make some terrible noises. So what I would do in that case, I'd go around, I'd check all your ignition components, your plugs, your wires, your coils, whatever you have on your car. And if you can't find a physical issue, it might just be time to decrease your plug gap a bit. Keeping in mind, we want to run the biggest plug gap we can run under full load. This will allow our fuel to burn more quickly and more efficiently, allowing us to extract more power from the burn.